Oh, y'all, we need to talk this morning. I'm going to be talking to myself, too. I want y'all to know that. Baby, somebody needs this word this morning. 'Cause, baby, when I tell you I needed it, oh, y'all need to get on this morning. Somebody needs this word. Today is Tackle Tuesday. And yes, I did put my glasses over my shades because, you know, many of us don't like to talk about, things that we go through. And this is why I'm here, okay? Especially as a Christian. Now, I want you to understand, as a Christian, you're going to go through, you hear it all the time. It's almost like a cliche. You go through trials and tribulations. You have the issues of life that come about. But it's how you handle it, tactfully. Now, listen to what I'm about to say. So I'm riding down the road with my husband. You see him over there. And so, yeah, baby, we love you. And so I was telling my husband, I said, baby, this morning, I feel like I need to respond. I feel like I need to say something because people will try you. And let me say what I'm saying. People will try you. Anybody been there this morning? Latasha, y'all need to talk back to me. I need to know, has anybody ever tried you? I know y'all you see them shirts, they got moved. Don't try me, try Jesus. Y'all, this is a reality for a lot of Christians because the thing is, God wants us to die in all areas of our lives. And some areas of our lives, we want to kind of, hold it to ourselves because it's still that person we probably want to be to. It's still that person we probably need to check. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying right now? Come on, somebody on here, they think like me. I feel you this morning. But let me tell you something. As we was driving down the road, because the type of individual that I used to be, I didn't take nothing off nobody. Oh, God, I got to tell the truth this morning. The Bible said we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And we really don't like to talk about the testimony. I must admit to you, and I'm going to be honest, I need people to get what I'm saying this morning. You ever had somebody that actually tried you? You knew that spirit, and all this energy, we're not going to do energy no more. I keep hearing people talking about, I need to put this on Front Street, Side Street Avenue, Boulevard, on the interstate. We're going to leave this right here. Everybody with this energy. Oh, I don't like their energy. Oh, I don't need that negative energy. Let me say this to you. God ain't saying nothing about energy in the Bible. He told us to know no man after the flesh, but by his spirit, baby. What type of spirit do they have? That's what I'm asking. The reason why I can't deal with a lot of people in my space is because of their spirit. And I pray so much. Y'all don't understand. The reason why I stay on my face and I go to God on my own behalf is because I know what I was like. Everybody don't know how I was. There are a few people that, can still remind you of things that you used to do and say, yeah, I remember what Fanyana did, because that's how Fanyana was. So I had to let the Lord control my life because I couldn't control his tongue. And I know a lot of people have killed with the gun, but baby, you could kill worse with your mouth. Are you understanding what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to cuss nobody out. Y'all, hear me this morning. People will try you. And I'm telling you, I wasn't the one to be tried. You didn't have to come for me. I was coming for you in real life. I was coming for you. Like Jesus coming in the thief of the night, you never knew how I was going to come. But I was coming. And it wasn't in Jesus' name. It was in my own name. So when I was driving down the road, I was telling my husband, I said, I just don't like that text message, the way that they, it's almost like I feel like I said, are they trying to be funny? You don't want to receive it like that. But I said, Lord, let me check me. And the thing is, we got to do a self-assessment on ourselves out here in these streets. We have to do this. It's important that we do because, see, we fool around and we get on our knees and you know what we say to God? We say, God, you know what, God, I ask for patience. Oh, here come a test. Here comes the test. Somebody that you didn't like comes for you. That's test number one. And then you go off on them. You failed the test. So then again, now you ask God for temperance. Now we talk about the fruit of the Spirit. So you ask God for temperance. Maybe my purse is somewhere. Just grab the coin. So grab the so anyway, the silver one. So anyway, to make a long story short, I was sitting in the truck and I was like, Lord, I like to lay it at your feet, but I feel like I need to tackle it. Yeah, I need to say something. And the Lord was like, Vayana, A soft answer turns away wrath. Why did you have to say that? And it's so good to know him. It's so good to be in a relationship with God because he will correct you immediately. Because he does not want himself out here stained. He don't want to be looking bad out here. God don't want us to be. We are part of his kingdom, so he don't want us to act like fools. Because baby, we know how to cut up. We know, okay? Just like that person on your job you don't like, and it's like God, Father. But the thing is, it's something that he's trying to get out of you. See, it ain't really, and this is the thing I got to preach to myself. It's not about them, Fanyana, or it's not about you, Janie, Emmanuel, Latasha. It's not about you. It's not about them. It's all about you. It's what God is trying to get the best out of you because you stay on your face to keep from cussing folks out. You stay on your face to keep from going off. You stay on your face to keep the family together because we all could divide and come up with a whole lot of things that all of us have done. I know everybody putting the fire under you talking about, well, that's how you used to be. Well, what about how you used to be? Come on now. Let's lay it all flat on the line. But God don't want us to remind one another of the past because old things have passed away. Behold, here goes something new. That's why we constantly have to reintroduce ourselves. And God don't want us looking bad out here. Do you hear me? It's time out for it. Now, I know this morning this probably ain't what y'all wanted to hear. So, again, the word says, soft answer turns away wrath. It's a harsh word. The harsh word is that stirs up the confusion. It's that bitterness and that resentment. It's that malice in your heart. Because I'm going to tell you something. It wasn't nothing for me to go off on you and have nothing for you afterwards. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you know the person ain't right, and we want to gather them and get them back together, baby. We want to tell them off. That was Fanyana. When I tell you, I've literally cried real tears. Not them artificial tears that you got to put in your eye, like Visine. I'm talking about real tears to keep from not knocking somebody out. That was the type of person I was. I stayed on my face for God. I said, God, you got to remove this from me. And I'm not going to sit and lie and say that sometimes it don't rise up in my spirit and I don't want to. Do you understand what I'm saying? I keep it so 100 with y'all because many people are not going to tell you that. Baby, we all are still fighting the good fight of faith out here, honey. We still are. Don't charge it to us when sometimes, we don't want to say nothing. Understand that God is dealing with us so that we don't deal with you. Huh? Understand now? I know some people be thinking, well, you know what, she too busy or her phone is always off. Some people got to isolate themselves. Then some people got to get by themselves now. Some people got to get in the corner like little Jack Horner. They got to get in the closet of their minds and get in the closets in their houses and lay prostrate before Jesus to keep from knocking you out. And I know your brother said, why would she say that? Because that the flesh still comes against you. Come on now. That's why he said you got to put on the full armor. Are we always dressed? Are we always soldiers? Sometimes we don't have on the belt plate of righteousness. You know what I'm saying? We don't have on the shield of faith. We don't have on the helmet of salvation. We're not wearing the shoes of the peace. Sometimes we forget to add the sword of the spirit. We don't, that's why you got to be fully girded out here in these streets. Because somebody going to try you. I'm serious. Somebody going to try. The enemy going to have somebody say something. Because everybody got a good memory and can remember everything that you did, but can't remember nothing that they have done. And that's a problem. But is it for us to tell them? Now, let me tell you this. If you, in fact, have a problem with somebody, go to them. The Bible says, leave your gift at the altar. Go to them in the cool of the evening, and you can address them, but make sure your heart is pure. Make sure you're cleansed through in and throughout. I got to help somebody because that was Fanyana. And I still got to stay in this tongue language, sweetie. I got to stay in my tongue language. That's why I don't like praying my prayers in this English-sounding voice. I use my tongue because he said that edifies and builds me up. That's why when the enemy comes against me, the Lord can slay him immediately. That's why I'm easy, like when people will say something, it's easy for me to walk away. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know, those that are on here listening today, you ain't going to really have to do much because if God is for you, who can be against you? But begin to pray for your enemy. Y'all better hear me today. Oh, Jesus, listen. I used to always want to lay hands, and I'm not talking about in the spirit at all. It's like, okay, yeah, keep talking. Say it again. You know, I wasn't the one to really argue. I just, not going for bad, but I just didn't take nothing off nobody. And if you had a problem with me, so what? You understand what I'm saying? But then when you start asking the Lord to come into your heart and move things out of you that is not like Him, then He goes allowing it. Next thing you know, He go the enemy roaming around like a little lion, thinking who He may devour, and then He using your family members against you. He's using those that supposed to be close to you to talk behind your back. People that you knew really wasn't for you, but you gave them an opportunity, thinking that they was gonna do right by you. That type of mess. And then you got to die to your flesh on a day-to-day basis. Oh, I wanted to keep it real with y'all this morning. I needed to do that. So it looks like some people that are coming in. Look, I feel y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Fun Y'all Live. Today is Tactful Tuesday, and I wanted you, whenever you talk, be tactful when you're in conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy for us to tackle. That's so easy. It's so easy for us to. Oh, and let me say this. Let me say this. And let me piece this into words. Because this has been people that I know personally. People that don't like you, and like ain't nowhere in the Bible. Likeness. No, still to God's likeness, but liking people. You will always be the highlight of their topic. And I always say it amazes me, but they ain't got nothing else to talk about nowhere. They don't even like each other. Just in case somebody needs to know that. The people that are discussing you do not like one another. They just have one thing in common, you, which is a great thing because you're living rent-free in their mind. But that's why the Bible said, I got to jump off of that because we don't want to, keep up mess, drama, be petty. He said, pray for those. Look, if you could just pray for your enemy. There is, and I don't want to call a person name. I wish I could. Because they know who they are, and you have to be honest. I remember when Tabitha Brown, never forget it, very professional entrepreneur, successful black woman that's out here doing her thing, retired her husband. And I remember when Wendy Williams went live and decided to put her name, Tabitha's name, in her mouth and discuss her publicly. And Tabitha then turned around and she fixed it and she prayed for her and said, I understand what you're going through. And the reason why I know one of the enemies that is that constantly have done that same thing to me, but I never ever want to call the name out because the individual knows who they are. So whenever I would pray for this individual, the tears would fall from my eyes because my mind wanted to beat her up. See, y'all got to understand, even as Christians, those thoughts still cross your mind. You're going to have some negative thoughts, sinful-minded thinking. That's going to happen. But then you got to body slam those thoughts. And then you gotta body slam the thoughts, and you gotta replace those thoughts, because the Bible says to think on those things that's good. Bad is fine. Knocking somebody's food down, baby. That ain't really too good. Unless you're an actual boxer, but MMA fighter or something like that. But no. So, but anyway, when I began to pray, I was crying. And then I had the nerve to let her know, I said, I've been praying for you. I told this individual, I pray for you, but I know you can't pray for me. I said that because I know that I'm the spiritual one. So I got to do right even when I know that it may be not in my best interest, but I know that the Lord has my best interest at heart. He's going to see, too, that I come above every source and that I'll be able to, in the winds. I can flow in the winds. I can soar higher. I ain't got to be concerned about all that foolishness that's below me. And another thing that you people need to know, that stuff that is beneath you, leave it there. Leave it there. God wants us to come higher. When they say when they say take the high road, baby, I saw something on Facebook, I ain't going to even lie to y'all. Somebody say, if you go low, I was going to hell, baby, that was me. If you go low, I was going to hell. Like, God don't want this tit for tat. I for an eye, two for a two. Baby, but that's what we do. And in the Christian family, we can't do that. And I know oftentimes you sit in the church when you got a got a messy pastor, because I'm going to say it, that sits there and say there ain't no enemies in the church, the devil is a lie. Because the majority of the people that's sitting on the pew with you, you know you don't like them no way. And there's always some type of competition that's going on. It could be the way that they dress or, you know, their status quo or whatever it is. But it shouldn't be envy and strife and bitterness in the church. There should not be dissension in the church. There shouldn't be haters in the church. You understand? There should be love, overflowing joy and peace on the inside of those churches, because that's supposed to be a hospital. But seems like the sick that's coming in are getting rejected, and that's why God called people like me to go into the highways and the byways and get those people, because we gonna tell the whole truth, so help us God. Because we ain't got nothing to hide. We did what we did. God has forgiven us so we can go forth. And that's why people like me, the Lord keeps blessing and keeps the favor on my life, because I don't mind sharing my truth. It's not that I'm telling my business. It's that I want to help somebody else overcome and get out, so they don't have to go through the same things that I went through. You understand what I'm saying? But as long as you keep your business to yourself, how are you going to help somebody else? But anyway, I didn't mean to, go all in, but I just felt like it needed to be said. I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank y'all on yesterday for the birthday wishes. I appreciate all you that are now watching and following me, because I know that the Lord, I'm in transition. I know what God is doing in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you something. It's oftentimes, I be sometimes fearful getting before him, because I know he's about to change something else on the inside of me. But that's all for the glory of God. And if you don't feel like it, I'm going to say it, if you don't feel like people support you, baby, you got a cloud of witnesses up above in heaven that's rooting you on. You ain't got to worry about who's for you, because God is for you. That's all you really need to be for you. That's your backbone. That's your greatest supporter. Because as long as you cry out unto the Father, many people want to know why they can't find their purpose. It's because you haven't cried out. And for the individual that's on here right now, that's going through depression, or thinking that this is your last day, or thinking that you can't breathe no more, and the enemy is sitting there telling you that don't nobody love you, the devil is a liar. Because the spirit of heaviness, the Bible says in the book of Isaiah, when the spirit of heaviness comes upon you, he says you better put on a garment of praise. So if you want to get out of your situation, you got to shout it out. People didn't really explain that, but you got to sometimes cry. You got to sometimes fall to your face. You got to sometimes get on your knees. You got to sometimes ask God to come in when you don't even know how he's going to come. You got to sometimes tell him, I can't breathe. You tell everybody else they can't help you do nothing, but you don't know, you don't want to go to God. I'm telling you today, go to God with all your business. He already knows anyway. It's the relationship that he wants with you. The same relationship that you got with your friends, the same relationship you got with your mother and all these people you bonded with in these streets, is the same kind of relationship that you have to have with the Father in heaven. He wants a relationship. He don't want you to date him and, you call him every now and again. That ain't the Father that we serve. He wants a constant communication. He wants to commune with you on a day-to-day basis. The reason why I know it, that's why, because I stayed in constant relationship with him. You want to know why King David, was a man after God's heart? It's because he consulted God about everything that he did. He talked to the Lord even when he did with Bathsheba. When he killed her husband, he repented. He told it. Tell God your wrongdoing. I guarantee he'll fix it. I know him. He'll fix your entire life. I don't get on here just to be talking or just to get a minute payment from Facebook. God gave me this platform to help other individuals. That's why I'm here. He sent me to Monroe in my sleep, in a dream. And had it not been for that, I wouldn't even be my husband. I even got my husband when I moved to Monroe. God had already fixed it for me. And I'm going to tell you something. People going to reject you, but they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting God. Maybe they're not rejecting you. Don't get upset. Don't get mad when people don't receive you. They're rejecting the Father in heaven, baby. It ain't even about you. It's about him. Again, I hope that I helped somebody this morning, because I, too, we all got situations. We all got problems that arise in our lives. We acting like we got it all together. Baby, I stay on my face. I stay on my face. Because I don't want to disappoint him, because I know how a fool I used to be. You tell me who gets expelled from high school a month before graduation. I got expelled. Listen to me. look on my paperwork. Who gets expelled after rehearsal, graduation? The probation officer was coming to the school in the 8th grade for me. But see, people didn't know I was bullied, though. In the 6th grade, getting jumped in the bathroom by 8th graders. See, I could tell my truth, being a darker-skinned, young, beautiful lady, young girl. I can talk to these children because I'm going to give them the truth. I can talk to these adults because I'm going to give them the truth. You get what I'm saying? I ain't go through this. I really got a PhD out here. I'm a real parent. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I've said so much, but I just want y'all to know I love y'all with my whole heart. Those that are going through, baby, know that you're going to come out. You don't need no fair weather friends in your life, baby, that's going to be there as they seasonal, baby. They change with the season. I mean, it's not friends you need. Not at all. You need some people that's going to be there for you. And most of all, people that pray for you, intercede on you. If you ain't got no friends like that, baby, dismiss them. Remember, I told y'all, before I get off this line, your friends are just like arithmetic in school. Simple arithmetic. If they can't add to you, I'm about to get off this line. If they can't multiply with you, especially with this famine that is here, if they can't divide with you, baby, you better not let them subtract a negative nothing from you. And as soon as you see the signs and the red flags and the green flags and the yellow flags, any type of flag, the American flag if it is, dismiss them. And you ain't got to tell them why. They already know what they did to you. So I got to remind them. Your ex-husband know what he did. Your ex-wife know what she did. Them children know what they did. Your boss know what they did. We sick of reminding y'all what y'all did to us. We ain't got to say nothing. You already know. We don't let the Lord deal with y'all. Because, baby, we come out of our flesh, you'll just be whooped and ain't nothing changed. I ain't nothing but a clown. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm going to speak to everybody that's on this live. Because we bless God. Do we bless God? We bless God for change this morning. We bless God for change. We have to, because, baby, had it not been for Him, the seriousness of this is where would we be? Would we even be in our right mind? We lost so much throughout the years, but we must remain grateful. Have a spirit of gratitude. I don't care what it is, baby, just be thankful. Be grateful. Yes, that's what we got to do. So, Randolph, thank you for tuning in. Emmanuel, Janie Pope, Francis Wilson, Latasha Claiborne, Latasha and Natasha, Hannah Lamont, Cheryl Clark, Zelda Brown, Linda Dorsey, Regine, Zelda, good morning, Lynn Snow, Michelle Sumner, good morning, and thank you for tuning in from South Carolina. Bridget, yes, ma'am, Latasha, I know you feel me. I knew somebody was going to feel me this morning. Because we don't have it all together as Christians. Like, we don't have it all together. I need you, you need me. We need one another. God didn't place you on this earth to be by yourself. I mean, why would He abide in you? You ain't even by yourself. But anywho, Jesus, Jazzy, baby, sickness, Sarah, good morning, Zelda, Marion, Janisha, Alan Thomas, Brianna, Terry, and Eugenia, thanks for the word. Yes, my sister Eugenia, Vaughn, and Real Trapper, Tracy Watson, Sheila. I'm going to call all y'all out. I'm calling the blessings of God and peace and joy, longevity. I'm calling all that on y'all lives this morning. Angelique, Stephen, baby, we're going to do the right thing by folks, ain't we? I know sometimes it might be hard, but we're going to do right, the righteous thing. Not right, we're going to do the righteous thing. And we got to get on our face to stay that way, okay? Stephen, Denise, Angelique, Chauncey, Kimberly, she say, I see you. She said, that was me. Do you understand somebody got this morning? See, I knew it wasn't just for me. I ain't out here by myself. It's some people just like me out here. And for you, ladies, baby, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Miss Kimberly Nate, Priscilla, Janisha, Sabrina, Deanna, Venus, Tabitha, yes, Angeline, Alina, Patrick, is that Deanna? Herman, Laquetta, good morning. Good morning. How my baby doing? Herman, Tina, Mary Bond, Angela, Gardenia, Big Part, Chandra. I'm trying to get all y'all. Kiana, Ashley, Kiera. Now, Ashley, this is like one of my children, Ashley. Good peace, girl. Peace. Peace, sir. Peace. Granny. Yes, Lakeisha Garrett, Deborah, Glover. I hope I pronounced your name right. Dominique, Jackie Calloway. Y'all, peace and blessings. I'm really serious this morning. That's right. You got to have your own relationship. Y'all know God. I love that. Latasha Robin Matthews. Hey, friend. I saw your mama, girl, a few weeks ago in Walmart. Tamika, Kim Elliott, Janice Brown, Cheryl Foster. It's so many. I do not want to miss y'all this morning. Mimi, Lita Thomas. Y'all, I'm about to get out this side. What's going on, Ashley Cook? When I say successful entrepreneurs on here this morning, y'all, you need to drop your make sure you drop your what is it you got? She got all this. Ashley got so much, y'all. She does so much, her own perfume. She got those body wraps. She got, I done bought about 2 things. I know 2 of the items I had already bought. I got to get some more stuff. But Ashley, go on and drop your address down there, good people. Keisha, Kiara. Good morning, Ashley, Corey, Latanya, Letitia. Okay, and I think I'm done. So anyway, y'all go back and look at this line. I promise you to bless your soul. Those that are businesses, y'all feel free to drop your addresses. If somebody may want to shop with you today, you know, be sure to get into Black History Month. Those that are watching, be sure to support your small business owners. Be sure to support one another because y'all, we need it. Y'all continue to be blessed, and thank you for tuning in to Find Your Life. She told me, keep reading. Girl, your mom is a hot list. When I seen her, Robin, I said, Mama, I said, baby, where Robin? I ain't used to seeing y'all separate. Like me and Mama, unpacking your purpose. Come on, that's a good word. Hey, good morning, Alfredo. Good morning. Yeah, my lips just asked out here. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to Fun Y'all Live, where you know I keep it real. It's always going to be raw and unadulterated, and we going to do the right thing. Be righteous. I know. I know it's been a lot for me, child, but we got to do the right thing. See y'all later.